Although some students decide to go straight from high school to a four-year college or universities, there are other paths that students can take. Students that are in high school have two different options. One of them is, of course, to go directly to a four-year college or university. The other one is to take advantage of the community colleges within the area. Once you spend 2 years at the local community college, then you can actually transfer to a four-year college or university. There's a total of 116 community colleges across the state, so there's bound to be one close to where you live. A little bit about the California State University. There's a total of 23 campuses throughout the state. They are a four-year institution, and it costs approximately $6,800 per semester to attend. Now that's just tuition. You also have to take into consideration the cost of living, transportation, materials, and books. Some of the degrees or services that you can earn while at a CSU: you can earn a bachelor's, a master's, teaching credentials, and there are some CSUs who offer a doctorate degree. The requirements for a CSU: the minimum GPA is a 2.0, but it's highly recommended for you to have a higher GPA in order for you to be admitted. You also have to complete the A through G requirements with a letter grade of C or better. Some of the stats about the CSU system: there's approximately 500,000 students attend all of 23 CSU campuses every year. 77% of those students receive financial aid. 1 in 10 employees in California is a CSU alumni. And then more than 1/3 of CSU students are all first-generation college students. What makes a CSU campus selective? 1 is non-impacted admit using CSU eligibility. 2 is campus impaction. This includes for freshmen and transfer. And then the other one is impacted in all programs and majors. The CSU timeline: you have to submit your application by November 30th. After application has been submitted, students will receive an email from each CSU to open an account. And then transcripts must be sent before July 1st. Now let's talk a little bit about the University of California system. They are also four-year institutions. This one costs a little bit more. The approximate cost per tuition is about $14,000 per term. Again, this only includes tuition, so you also have to take into consideration the cost of living, transportation, rent, food, and other materials and textbooks. Some of the degrees that you can earn at a UC also includes bachelor's, teaching credentials, a master's program, and a doctorate or professional degree. Some of the requirements for UC includes students must have a 3.0 or higher to be eligible to apply. But again, it's always recommended to have a higher GPA than the minimum requirement. You'll also have to complete your A through G requirements with the grade letter of a C or better. It's also recommended to include awards and honors classes, and then also to participate in extracurricular activities, community service. And then lastly, for the UC, the requirement is you will be asked to write a personal statement. And we'll talk a little bit about the personal statement in a little bit. These are 14 factors that affect or impact admissions into a UC system. Academic GPA and A through G course completion. Of course, 3.0 GPA or higher. The quality of the courses that you enrolled in and completed. If you took honors or AP courses. The classes that you took your senior year. The quality of academic performance. The outstanding academic performance. Outstanding academic accomplishments. Improvement throughout the years. Special talent. Achievements. Awards, special projects that you've completed while in high school. In the personal statement, you will also have an opportunity to discuss and show if you have overcome any special circumstances. The application period is November 1st through November 30th. The FAFSA deadline is October 1st through March 1st. Students will be receiving admission notifications between March 1st and March 31st. And the students are required to submit their intent to register by May 1st. I've mentioned the personal statement a couple times already. These are some of the personal insight questions that you will be required to ask. Applicants will be asked to give short answers to 4 personal insight questions out of 8 options. There is no advantage in picking one over the other. These questions are meant to let a student's unique voice and personality shine through. Another option is private or independent colleges and universities. The GPA for these actually varies depending on the college or university that you are applying to, so it's always recommended to visit their website and talk to their admissions counselors. The A through G requirements can also vary depending on the college or university that you apply to. So again, make sure that you visit with your college counselor or the university's admissions counselor. The SAT or the ACT may be required for some of these colleges and universities. You might also be required to take 2 subject tests. Most private colleges and universities have very similar requirements to the UC system. The common application is what you use to apply for a private or independent college or university. Their motto is one application, unlimited possibilities. College admission can be very stressful, so now let's talk a little bit about some of these items that could potentially help you overcome that stress. One of them is college admission process is very important, so please start planning and start doing it early. Be open and honest about college possibilities. Be realistic and informed. You have to know your limitations, financial, geographic, and academic. We also have to remember that some of these things are beyond our control. Finding the college that is right for the student means understanding the 3 primary components. One of them is academic, the other one is social, and the third one is a financial. When we talk about academic, we have to consider whether a college meets students' academic needs and have the right academic foundation for that school. The social component, you have to determine if students will be comfortable in the new environment in and out of the classroom. And lastly, the financial component. Be sure your family can afford the cost of attending the school. And again, this is not only tuition, but it also includes rent, transportation, books, materials, and other costs that might be associated with attending college. These are some questions to determine the college fit. Am I clear about what I want to study? Does this school have a program in that subject area? Am I undecided about what I want to study and need a broad range of options? What is my ideal learning environment? Small and intimate, or in large lecture halls? Am I prepared for the academic challenge at this college? If I decide to change my major, are there other academic programs that interest me? Do most students live on campus or commute to school? Another question is, what is the campus culture? What activities are most popular on campus? This of course includes athletics, the Greek system, community service, and other student organizations. What is the town or the city that the college is located in? Is it a small town or a large city? And how do you feel about living in that community? And then lastly, how do key campus demographics fit into my priorities? The following are questions that you should be asking yourself to determine the college fit as it relates to the financial aspect of it. What are the criteria for merit-based scholarships? What is the total cost of attendance, including not only tuition, but also rent, transportation, materials, books, etc. The other one is, what percentage of students receive need-based financial aid? And then the last one is, can I afford to attend this college or university with manageable student loans? As we begin to search for the college, these are some basics that we should take into consideration. The size, location, and campus setting. Do you see yourself living and thriving there, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom and within the community? Do you prefer small classes, or are you okay in big lecture halls, or even virtual learning? The majors and the special programs. Do they offer multiple majors or programs that interest you? As college counselors, a lot of times we are asked, how many colleges should I apply to? And although there is no right or wrong answer to this one, on average, we recommend students to have a range between 3 and 12. Most students tend to apply anywhere between 5 to 8 colleges. It all depends on you and the college that you want to apply for. There are many resources for you to look into when you're making your college list. In Big Future by College Board, you have approximately 4,000 college options to choose from and to begin learning about. These colleges are all across the nation. Thank you all for attending today, and we'll see you next time.